And good evening. New video shows the final moments of a plane that crashed into Trinity Bay nearly 2 weeks ago. It comes from a surveillance camera, and while it is a little hard to see, you can watch that Boeing 767 nosedive right into the water, seemingly in free fall.
So does it get us any closer to finding an answer as to why? Larry Seaward is asking the experts for us tonight. Larry?
Mia, two things stand out. One involves the crew in what our expert believes to be a last-ditch effort to save themselves and the plane. Seconds in, video shows Atlas Air's doomed Boeing 767 cargo plane, wings and tail still attached, but falling nose down into Trinity Bay. Just before impact, aviation expert Josh Verdi thinks the plane pulled up.
The dive appears to be shallowing out, as if one or more than one crew member is actually pulling back on the yoke, trying to stop the dive and save the aircraft. Being where it was, how close it was to landing and the altitude that it was at, it's very likely, almost certain that the autopilot was engaged.
It's why Verdi wonders how the plane got in this position at all.
Was it a failure of some kind, either in the autopilot or some flight control system? Was it a shift in cargo, or was it an intentional act?
Monday, NTSB investigators found flight data and cockpit voice recorders and said the crew lost control 18 seconds before crashing, but final recordings are hard to hear. Verdi says the wind and alarms blaring inside that cockpit would be overwhelming, but he's hoping transcripts combined with this video leads to understanding. NTSB investigators are still going over those findings from the flight recorder and voice recorder, and in coming days plan to release more on their investigation. Back to you in the studio.
Well, that is quite some video to see there. Thanks, Larry. We've got breaking news tonight.